starting off with the MCU news, Alan Richardson, and we were talking about it last week on last week's podcast on how he can be in a superhero movie and how he just looks fantastic. But is rumored to take on the role of Venom in the MCU, potentially setting up an epic showdown with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I mean, he will be an awesome Eddie Brooke. You know what? When you play Marvel versus Capcom, the Eddie Brooke in that, I swear that's what's his name? Alan Richardson, just tall, hench, blonde hair, just he would be fantastic as Eddie Brooke, in my opinion. I think that would be fucking amazing. So it's a rumor for now, but I think that would be great casting, in my opinion, as Venom in the MCU. Jordan Peele is in talks with Marvel. A lot of rumors out there. What can you work on? What projects? You know, people putting Blade out there and whatnot. I know Blade's gone through a lot of issues with regards to rewrites and all that sort of stuff. But Jordan Peele, you know, he has done some great movies. So it'll be interesting to see what he might be able to do with the MCU. And then a lot of things been coming out, which I don't really want to see, but it's gonna be there anyway. You can't miss it. The next Avengers movie apparently will have about over 60 MCU superhero characters, Avengers and whatnot in it. So, you know, Secret Wars, you know, it's going to be big, and they might bring back a lot of people, you know, talking about bringing back a lot of people. Robert Downey Jr., you know, recently had an interview and he said it's in his DNA. Like, he would love to come back as Iron Man. Now, he did die, so he would have to come back from a different universe or whatnot. But who wouldn't want to see him come back? Who wouldn't want to see him? So that will be amazing if they brought him back in Secret Wars, Cap, you know, Chris Evans, all of them, you know? I mean, who wouldn't? That would be a whole shit moment because them characters have become, you know, they've become that. So when you bring them back, if you was to bring them back in Secret Wars, it's an oh shit moment. So that's exciting. That's exciting. Listen, I know the MCU is still going and they've had a lot of problems, but, you know, it's always great to kind of have some fun, you know, news about it to kind of get that hype back. Deadpool Wolverine comes out in like 2 months, like less than 2 months now. I mean, that's gonna be amazing as well. Fucking spoilers are all over the place. Hopefully they're rumors and shit, but I'm trying to avoid them like the plague. Okay, let's move on to other movie news. So here we go. So according to Deadline, Bill Skarsgard will not only replace his iconic role as Pennywise in the It show, but it was also the role of executive producer. So I think there's a show. I think if I read correctly, it's a show. But he's going to reprise that role and he's going to be a producer of that. So the It movies, I'll be honest with you, I didn't see the new ones. I'm not really into horror, so I wouldn't really watch
All
it.
right, they're good, and he's really good in it as well. That's
good.
A versatile actor there, man. I really like what he does, and he's really good at what he does as well. Boy Kills World was brilliant. It is amazing, and all of his other films, he was in John Wick 4 as well as the villain. He plays it really well. That's an actor, bro. You're not one of those guys. He's an actor. He's good.
He's British, isn't it? Is he?
No, Swedish.
Okay, I made
that up, bro.
I made that up.
Swedish.
Forced it. The new He-Man though is British. We were talking about last week, but yeah.
Yes, I heard.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Zack Snyder might be coming back to direct 300 prequel series for Warner Brothers. That was the series, not it. This is going to be a series that they're possibly looking to work on. Zack Snyder coming back, which will be a prequel. Will be interesting because he spoke about on Joe Rogan's show, and I think he was talking more about getting more into the depths of the Spartans and whatnot, and even the female role in the Spartans, which he really didn't get a chance to touch on much, and how much they like were able to kind of play a big part of that Spartan race of warriors and whatnot. But that would be good, good visuals from, I mean, that first one's so brilliant. It touches on that part of history, and I'm sure there's a lot more to it. But yeah, Zack Snyder coming back for that, possibly. Sony CEO Tony Carrera said what he wants to use more AI technology to be more efficient to produce movies and save costs. So look, we're moving into this AI world where, there was a whole writer's strike back in the days as well. I thought that was about AI. It looks like you're going to have to... move forward with this, man. Like technology is only going to evolve. It's not going anywhere. So,
It's a tough one because I'm both for it and not for it. But the only reason why I'm not for it, and that's why I haven't been sharing my art a lot recently on my page, is that Instagram and all those pages now are training other. Hold on, Baba. Training other, using our art to train its AI, so it can, to replicate, to change, and it's teaching it, bro. We're at Skynet age now, so it is pretty scary. But then we're not getting that means that company, that AI is going to learn my skills, steal my style, get paid more money than I do.
Yeah, well, I mean,
so there needs to be some sort of rules set in place.
It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. I mean, automation, AI, technology, it's only going to evolve and evolve and evolve. And it's about how do we use it to our advantages. That's the way I think about it, man. Like you got to start thinking about how do I use it to my advantage? How do I adapt with it? How do I grow with it? Because if you try to just push against it, bro, like it's not going anywhere. And if a CEO is like, I could just use AI and save this much money, like they could buy like a 5-year contract with OpenAI, whoever it is, right? News Corp just did that with OpenAI, by my company. There's a relationship going on there, but what I'm saying is Sony could be like, okay, if I do a 5-year contract with OpenAI and they can take care of all my art and trailers or whatever it is, I'll save this much money from hiring people. So it's fucked up from that sense. But it's like, how do you get involved? How do you get involved with AI? How do you use AI to advance your work and your technology, your work and all that sort of stuff? I don't know. It's a tough one. You can't be against it. You got to just find ways to work with it because it ain't going nowhere and it's only getting better.
And it's not. And that's the thing, is how you're using it as an assistive tool to move your work forward as well. But yeah, exactly. Big, larger conversation to have. I'm looking to get some artists on some geek out sessions where we're going to talk more about that as well. So guys, make sure you check that out. Guys, as well, please check out the episodes that we've done with the cast and director of Snack Shack. Snack Shack was really good. It was a really good interview as well, and they were really great. Same thing with the guys from Haiku, the Dumpster Battle, which is based on a anime series, which is a movie that's already out in cinemas now, based on a very intense volleyball game, which is really good. Atia went to that screening and was really well. So thanks to the guys at Crunchyroll, thanks to the guys at Paramount UK for giving us those opportunities. Because honestly, if nobody was watching or listening, or even them not seeing the work that we're doing, we wouldn't get those opportunities for you guys to see the content that we get for you now. So I do need to work out on why our views are so low, and it's something that it's always nice to share with the listeners as well, that it's not easy. This is the hardships of working for so long, but I need to really dig down on why that's happening. But anyway, yeah, check those episodes out, guys. Show them episodes some love.
Yeah, guys, take a look. Cool. The next part of the news, Hiroyuki Sanada is in talks for starring in Chad Zelensky's Ghost of Tsushima movie. I mean, look, man, Hiro, who I'm just gonna call him.
Hiro's got to be in that, bro.
But he's fantastic.
He's got to be in there. He's got to be in there.
I've heard some people say like, oh, he's just getting typecasted and whatnot, but I'm like, bro, he's a Japanese dude. Like, of course he's gonna be in a samurai movie. Like, I look at the way he looks, bro. Like, some things I just don't understand. Like when people say that, I'm like, yeah, of course you want to have him. And yes, there are loads of other Japanese actors and whatnot. But if he's the most famous one, he's amazing at it. I mean, you've seen him in Shogun, Last Samurai, all these movies. Then why not? You know what I mean? So yeah, he's got to be. I don't know if he could play the main character Jin Sakai, but he could definitely play maybe his uncle, the Emperor. Maybe Jin Sakai, you get someone younger or whatnot. But come on, man, put him in there. Like, shut up about typecasting and shit, man. My guy is a samurai, man. Put a samurai.
He's samurai, bro. That guy's samurai, man. He's samurai.
Put samurai in samurai movie, man. And don't talk too much. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope so. I hope he's in it. the sequel to the Batman Ninja original anime. Oh shit, this should have been a part of DC news. Anyway, sequel to Batman Ninja original anime featuring Batman Ninja versus Yakuza is officially announced. So, you know, that Batman anime was very creative and very anime style expressive. From what I remember watching it with some friends in Hong Kong. They did not enjoy it at all. It was a tough one to absorb, but I think it was just very expressive. But some people don't like that shit.
Definitely, bro. Listen, that's the one thing is when they're gonna adapt a story that we already know of how the character is gonna be like to a different scenario, it's gonna be uncomfortable for people. It's like what they do with Superman, like Red Sun. What if he didn't go Kansas? What happens if he dropped in Russia? You know, stories like that. So what I think what Batman Ninja did was give us an anime version of those characters. Why not? It worked. I thought visually it was actually really cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable. So look at the prequel with the Yakuza. I mean, that's pretty damn cool. Why not Batman being in Japan fighting the Yakuza? Like, why the hell not? That's pretty cool. Cool. Moving on. Prequel, the Mummy franchise is reportedly getting a new installment, and I think it might have Fraser in it, Brendan Fraser in it. So, or maybe not. He might be too old for that, but he might be like the older character in there. But they're looking to do a prequel to it. Maybe they could go back to the old ways because they got a bit, you know, they had Tom Cruise at one point and Jet Li. I didn't even watch that one, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they need to go back to basics, man. Go back to basics. Make ground level movies, which with a large scale, but I suppose I don't know, man. It's a difficult one. Very difficult one. Let's see what happens.
Let's see
They
what
had their
happens.
own dark universe that they were going to bring out because of Marvel. They didn't really touch base on that. They left it. So yeah, they've got to be careful about what they do and how they do it. So yeah, no, I mean, do the best you can, I suppose.
Yeah. The cast of Knives Out 3 is getting seriously stacked with Jeremy
Yes,
Renner
I can see.
joining
Yeah,
and Mila's Kunis. So, you
yeah.
know, that movie's awesome. I just saw on YouTube where is it? I just saw something when I was scrolling earlier. I think there's like a mini series, like a detective mini series or something coming out from the makers of uh of
Okay,
Knives Out.
I need
But
to check that out.
they do great Knives Out,
The
amazing.
movies are good. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they've been good. They've been good. Very good. Very good.
Yeah. All right. What else is next? Is that free? Oh, okay, okay. Ellen. Okay. Ellen Fanning leading the upcoming standalone Predator movie Badlands. Now I Googled Ellen, because I have to be honest, I'm not familiar with her, but she is in bare movies, you know, she's in enough, like loads of movies. The ones that are recognizable for me. I mean, 2019, she was in that. I can't pronounce the name, so I'm not going to bring it up. She's in bad movies, man. Just Google her. She's been in movies with Ben Affleck. There's a movie called Live at Night. She was in
Oh wait, I think I know who you're talking about. I think what we
Daddy
should start
Daycare
doing
back in the day. She was in Deja
is
Vu. So she's been in bad things, man.
is that Robin Thicke's wife?
No, it's not Robin Thicke's wife. No, 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 no.
Oh no, not wife. I know they got divorced, but
But no,
I
she's
know who you're
in
talking about.
Daddy Daycare.
I don't know. I don't know. I think what you should do
she was
now.
in I Am Sam. She was the daughter in I Am Sam, but she's a big girl now. She's a woman now.
Oh,
That's what I reckon. I guess that's the main movie that I'm seeing her in. So she's obviously I Am Sam was back in 2001. So she's obviously 23 years older than how she looked in I Am Sam.
okay, cool. All right. Well, so it's another movie, yeah.
It is another Predator movie, and listen, the last one was freaking awesome. With the
Very good.
Comanche,
Last
the
one was very
Comanche
good.
one. I don't know what they're doing with this one, but we shall see. We shall see what happens, I guess. All right. Godzilla Minus One is out on streaming services, Netflix and whatnot. I'm gonna rewatch it this week with the missus because she hasn't seen it, and it's that good that I want to rewatch it. And on top of that, Godzilla Minus One is breaking like historical records or whatnot, especially in this digital age. It's now the first film in history to occupy the #1 spot on both Netflix and iTunes simultaneously. So this new record comes only days after the film had surprisingly been released on streaming services so quickly, and takes a #1 spot. Fully deserved it. Best Godzilla
Fully
movie out
deserved
there.
it. You
And
know
just
what? I've just
great
realized,
fucking
bro.
movie.
That movie came out in December, bro, or November, December, and it's coming out on streaming now. That's how you wait a couple of months, 6 months till it comes. That's actually really good, bro. Anyway, yeah, bro, great film, well worth it, 100% deserved. 100% deserved. What a film, bro. Still a great film.
Still great. Listen, if you're not even into Godzilla, forget that. Just watch the movie because as a movie, as a human element, it's so good. I'm actually looking forward to watching it again with the missus on maybe Sunday. We'll watch it, which is going to be good. So I'm actually looking forward to that. All right. Watch Dogs movie. Watch Dogs is this kind of leads into video games, I guess, but Watch Dogs is a video game. I haven't played it, but I think it's a video game where a guy controls technology, if I remember correctly. I can't remember, but it's a video game. But anyway, Hunger Games star Tom Blyth, if that's how you say his name. Blyth. How do you pronounce that? And
Blair.
yeah. And
bro, listen, you're killing me. This is the episode where you've got everybody's names.
Fucking bare names, man. In this
you know what?
episode.
Can you imagine one of these people listening to the podcast and be like,
Well,
how
this
the
is
hell
why,
did this guy destroy my name?
but this is why I can never ever work for a professional fucking what do you call it, company or corporate company to do these, whatever. I'm like, but if anyone, if Mr. Tom, no respect to these guys, they know I just can't read or people know. But if Mr. Tom Blyth ever wanted to have a conversation about his movie, I'll be like, bro, can you just come on the podcast and let's have a fucking conversation and we'll crack jokes. I'll laugh at the fact that I can't pronounce your name. You can
Oh,
laugh
bro, you're killing me.
at the fact that my name is that. But if you try to get me on a professional sit-in that these studios want you to do, I'm not your guy. That's Kibla. Kibla could do it. Anyway. Tom Blyth and
bro.
Sophie Wilde, I can say that, I can say her name, joined the cast. Tom Blyth is from what do you call it? What's that movie? The fucking Hunger Games. Hunger Games. So he's famous for that. So Watch Dogs movie. Check it out. Blyth.
We'll check.
And lastly for news, Eminem comes back with a massive hit, Houdini. And reason why it was massive, it just felt like old school Eminem. He cussed the shit out a lot of people. And it's breaking records on streaming services and downloads and whatnot. It sounded like, of course, it sounded very much like, was it Guess Who's Back? Yeah, that tune that Eminem, Guess Who's Back? And it was because he was wearing the superhero outfit that he was wearing in that, right? Dr. Dre was in the video and everything. So, bro, it was really good. It felt nice to listen to some hip hop that sounded like old school Eminem. I mean, the guy's gonna go down in history as one of the greatest, or he's made an impact in hip hop, especially being a white guy and whatnot. I mean, he smashed it, and this tune is awesome. So smashing it. Eminem's back with this tune, so we'll see how the album goes.
No, listen, good on him. It is a good track. But you know what? I'll be honest, bro. With everything that's been going on, I haven't felt the same excitement for it because I still listen to old school hip hop. Yeah, old school hip hop really has a special place in my heart. But to be honest, bro, Macklemore's Hinds Hall is still playing in my head. It's a track that I suppose means a lot more to me, and I probably didn't say much about what was happening in Palestine in the beginning, just due to being so preoccupied with everything. I got my little girl eating a box right now to try and keep her happy. But yeah, Hinds Hall, man, guys, just let you know, man. Macklemore released a track 2 weeks ago. All the proceeds go to UNRWA. Make sure you check that out. But yeah, listen, Eminem's track is good, bro. I haven't had the chance to sit down. I've caught bits of it. This is how crazy it is. But I've heard great things. I heard like he smashed like 10 million views. He's
Killed
broken
him.
YouTube records. Good on him, man. He's a great artist. He's a great MC. He's always been a great storyteller. That's what most hip hop artists are not now. They're great story. He's a great storyteller, man. He always has been. So good on him, man. And it does have that old school vibe to it. I saw parts of the video. The video looks jokes. Yeah, I'll have to hopefully get a moment to myself and I'll watch it later on, bro. I did. I'm gonna put that on my list.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was awesome. It was nice to listen to because I only listened to old school hip hop and I gave it a chance because it's Eminem and it sounded like that. But yeah, no, check that out, guys. Okay, that's it for the news. Anything else, Kibbs? Any other news before we move into retro movie reviews?
Oh my god. So yeah, listen, guys. For you guys in the UK, just to let you know, check out my post on Instagram. Batman Unmasked is happening. It's the 85th anniversary of the Dark Knight himself. They're running 2 shows, starting from July on towards September, but they're gonna have they're gonna have a Batman exhibition in Manchester. Then it's coming to London. It's gonna have all sorts of movie props from the films. Shout outs to Warner Brothers and DC UK. They sent me out some gifts yesterday, and they've launched a website so you can get on the waiting list. So check that out, guys. That's gonna be pretty cool. And what else, man? Bro, I honestly feel like there's still stuff I haven't even posted about and talked about. But shout out to the guys at Paramount UK for sending me the Bob Marley kit as well. You guys are the best, man. I'm telling you, you guys absolutely spoil me. Bob Marley One Love is out to buy on digital now. Go grab your copy. The digital copy's out. There's a physical copy. Go get it, man. It's a great film. But shout outs to Paramount UK. Aioli, yeah, man, so much, bro. And then they sent me out the F Dogs for Snack Shack, bro. Shout out to Paramount UK for hooking a brother up. They give us the interviews, they give us the goodies. You know this shit is free, bro. What we do in the podcast. So when we get gifts, that's nice, nice, nice. Like, and what the LP I'm gonna give to Dad, but he doesn't have an LP player, so I'll listen to it for a little while before he gets an LP player.
If you enjoyed that clip, check the description for the full podcast episode. And while you're at it, show some love and click that subscribe and like button.